Okay, so we're back. And we're going to talk about, before we get into what I'm going to discuss, I really want to bring to our awareness about what was our spirituality before, what were we practicing doing before that? Anglo-Saxons came over here on their Jesus ships. It is literally documented. What exactly was we doing? We were the most peaceful people without Jesus, or their God, is what I'm trying to say. Most peaceful people, giving and loving and kind. Still is to this day. That is like our culture, literally to this day. As a collective, that's what we do. Guess what I found? I want to give shouts out to Dr. Muta Ashby. He did some great research, a great writer. We're going to talk about that spirituality. I want you to see a correlation and see how that links up with us. Because that Bible don't link up with us like that. Not like this. Do you understand where they got some of that from? I'm gonna just do a little something, little something, little something. I'm gonna spill out a little something. And I want you to stay with me. Because in all you'll get and get, great, great, great. I need you to learn a little something. Don't take stuff at face value. Not now. Now you can, the age of enlightenment, you got a chance to go and learn some things. I'm gonna take this one a little bit slow. Love knowledge, I do. I'm a knowledge consumer. Love it. I learned to decipher that. You remember in that scripture was saying about the wheat gonna grow up with the tear? Don't cut it down, they said. Don't cut it down. Let that shit grow. And what do we have here? What do you know? That shit grew, and then they was able to tell the wheat from the tail. And guess what is tearing up right now? The truth. Oh, the truth gonna come out. Truth about you, truth about me, truth about this whole reality. So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get into it. Now I want you to stay with me. It's dealing with my aunt. Now we're just talking about the foundation. And for lack of a better term, we'll say Egyptian. Okay. Kemet. For lack. But it's really talking about the foundation of that spirituality. Because the spirit means it's breath, right? It means to breathe. It's breath. We're supposed to breathe in all areas of our life. Spiritually, mentally, relationally, financially, creatively. Let's breathe life there. And it's supposed to come with ease. It's supposed to be a struggle. And for a minute, and you can know it, everybody, it's been a struggle. Definitely spiritually. Some people went over there to African spirituality and found out that ain't you. Because they ain't supposed to be doing that. But I'm telling you about this one right here. The 42, they call it negative confessions. But they're just saying what you don't do. I want to see if you done heard this before. Now, this was done eons before the Bible was even thought of. It's called plagiarism, is what it's called. You might not like it, but I advise you, like Paul said. You need to go and study to say yourself approved. Study to show yourself approved. That's what you need to do. All right, let's get into it. So the first one is going to come up, and I'm going to go now. This first one I'm going to do is just going to be just to give you a little bit into it, and then I'm going to go by each day and do a little bit more, okay? But I want you to bear this in mind. The first one I'm going to talk about is I have done no wrong. And then this isn't about being perfect, anything like that now. It's about, just being honest with yourself, because sometimes, we lie to ourselves. When your spirit is screaming, no, don't do that. But you say, oh yeah, 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 yeah. So we're gonna start off with honesty and oh, not honesty. I'm sorry, my bad. A character and integrity. Character and integrity. It's like five. First five. Okay. So it says, I have done no wrong. Have you done? Let's talk about let's see what it's talking about. You're gonna realize how them people was not evil. All right. I don't knowingly act against truth or my conscience. Now I need to give a shout out first to Dr. Muta Ashby because I have his books on dealing with Maad and that whole system, and just when I say this touched my soul, struggled when I was over there in Christianity. Couldn't never. Listen, I'm a shaman, oracle seer. I couldn't. That mess never resonated. Half of it, I was like, is God slow? I mean, he don't understand fragments and run on sentences around this. What's going on? Because divine source creator, I know knows how to flow. That sounds like something botched up together. It is. It was. Never you mind. Let's keep going right along. Character and integrity. So it said, I have not done wrong. I don't act knowingly. I don't knowingly act against truth or my conscience. We just don't just do stuff. Like, remember, I say we are like a collective. This is not what we do as a collective of the Aboriginals here on Turtle Island. Let's call it for what it is. I'm from Tamaria. So I'm a Tamarian here on Turtle Island, right? Uh, the tribe that I'm from is Choctaw. According to my mom, we mix of Choctaw and Crow. On my daddy's side, it is Creek. I want to say they said Cherokee, but we're gonna keep it moving because them records, okay. Or history is important. I just said that to say this. As a collective, we move and shift a certain way. I'm a Gen X. I remember when things was popping out. We didn't have, we had to use payphone, had beepers. We thought we were doing stuff. I'm saying that to say this. Uh, it's amazing how we shift the mood as a collective. We weren't calling people long distance and say, girl, this is what we're gonna do. It was a whole spiritual system. When you're in a spiritual system, spirituality, no one has to tell you that this is innate ability. This is innate ability. You do it without even knowing you're doing it. You get up before you even wake up. This is what's going down. You already got the info. And you're looking out here for your spirituality, not even realizing that it's always been right there. At ease, soldier. Back to the story at hand. I have not done wrong. I don't normally act against truth or my consciousness. Next will be, next will be, I have not robbed with violence. I do not take what isn't mine through force or intimidation. I have not robbed with violence. I do not take what isn't mine through force and intimidation. Who does that sound like? When I was reading these, I'm like, how do you consistently break 42 laws? Consistently every day in this corporation called America, called the United States. How do you consistently break 42 laws every day? It's just beyond me. Let's keep it moving. I do not harm anyone. I don't hurt people physically, emotionally, spiritually. Now, emotionally, we have been some stuff done. Physically as well. And spiritually. When I say they gave us the okadoke, the 1, 2, 3, I do not harm anyone, be it physically, emotionally, spiritually. Remember I told you the sun will shine on these 5 things? Spiritually, emotionally, that's physically and mentally, physically and emotionally, uh, relationally, financially, and creatively. Consistently shine on these 5 things. However, we just end the day, we just into the third of the 42 declaration of Ma'at, and it literally had to say, I don't harm anyone, I don't hurt people. And this is just something spiritual. I'm just letting it resonate with us because I see us as a collective. This is just what we vibe to, period. We don't just wake up, let me see who I'm going to kill. How can I stop someone from getting this? Who can I talk about today? We just as a collective. Now, have we been around people and pick up some bad habits? Yes. I tend not to be around bad folks. I love my energy. It has to stay high. I have not stolen. I don't covet or secretly take what belongs to other. Hence, what they did when they came over here. How you go and take somebody else last time a God told you to? Maybe your God did. Not the divine source of the universe. Absolutely not. Don't even move that way. That's why I be looking at folks crazy when they be reading the Bible. I'm like, don't that sound like a whole what man does? God doesn't speak like that. He doesn't do like that. His ways is high. Why would he even say that? Growth is inevitable. Okay, let's keep it moving. So, I have not stolen. I don't covet or secretly take what belongs to others is number 4. We're just doing 5 of them. Then it says 5. I want you to sit with this one. I have not killed or ordered harm. You remember the movie Godfather? When the Italians came over, and then because the squatters that was here before them called the Europeans, the Anglo-Saxons, uh, they didn't like them either. And then they was like, okay, well if you let us be like, white or like you, then we'll do such and such to the aboriginals here. Damn. Yeah. They were some of them. The Irish did it too. Hmm. I have not killed or ordered harm. I don't destroy life or manipulate others to do harm for me. Like I said at the beginning, consistently break 42 laws. Now we done got into just 5. It's about to get real wild in a minute. 5. And this how they vibe. Have you ever heard somebody trying to project something off on you, talking that's you? And you like, that ain't me. That's all you. Don't even act like that. Don't even do that. Matter of fact, I have never. But if you stay around them long enough, you're like, child, I don't know where that come from. What was our spirituality before we was handed the Bible? The so-called Bible. Because they done abstracted with God and told them don't be taking away or adding, and they did all kind of stuff. I would never trust them. Never. The track record is hard. I'm here for you if you need help. There's links in my bio. I do galactic readings, meaning from different times and places and spaces we're from. It's gonna get wild in a minute, cause it's just 5. Y'all stay safe in those spiritual streets. Believe me.